Hey, it's Matt Gregg Antiques, and in this video I'm taking a look at the 2024 Philadelphia Show, Antiques, Art, and Design. Philadelphia Show, held annually on the East Terrace of the Philadelphia Museum of Art, showcases an outstanding selection of collectible antiques, art, and design presented by over 40 of America's best dealers. It features educational dealer talks, and you can also take a show tour or just walk through on your own. It's got a wonderful selection of Americana, furniture, folk art, ceramics, porcelain, silver, jewelry, textiles, decorative arts, and everything you can think of. It's also on the steps, right where Rocky ran up, which probably only people my age or older understand. But yeah, right at the steps Rocky ran up. M. Hanks Gallery specializes in African American art, and he had this wonderful collection of Palmer Haydens, and these two really spoke to me. Jeffrey Toulouse Antiques had this really interesting carved wood piece that he claimed was prison art, very interesting in person. Another vendor had these wonderful shooting gallery targets that had a great look to them. Bernard Goldberg Fine Arts had some really nice paintings, but I really liked this one. This one was great. Old Hope out of New York City, this wonderful collection of redware. This isn't a painting, this is actually a mosaic. So amazing, so detailed. Here's a view from above of one of the booths. They had a lot of neat folk art. Swartz Gallery out of Philadelphia had this wonderful nude woman. Really nicely done in person. It was circa 1917. Here you can see as we stroll down the aisles, it's really crowded during the preview party. A lot of neat stuff. Lovely show. Kelly Kinzel out of New Oxford, Pennsylvania had a lot of interesting stuff. I just love this presentation for Iron Man's helmet, possibly from parades and such. He also had these two fire buckets with the eagles on it. Oh man, they were just so nice in person. Wonderful piece of American pottery with the large letters. This piece was large and in charge. Philadelphia Show includes a lot of design aspects as well. Jeff Bridgman had this impressive display featuring mostly American flags in his inventory. Apparently he has over 3,000 examples, but as you can see here, it really displays well at this show. Back in Kelly Kinzel's booth with this paint decorated box. There's many known by the same hand, but this is the only one to include a figure. And then, of course, is it a devil? It's hard to say, but it kind of does look like one. Very interesting early painted box. Then Liveron Antiques had this mule chest. The mule chest is sort of like it's a blanket chest, upright blanket chest with two drawers at the bottom. But what sets this apart is this wonderful paint job. It's just outstanding. Top of the line example. Dixon Hall Fine Art had a wonderful array of paintings, as you can see from this upright view of the show. Check out this Sailor's Valentine from Vandekar Antiques. He also has this wonderful selection of English ceramics, local ware, and then, of course, a large selection of woolwork. These are essentially paintings, though, created out of thread. So amazing. I think a lot of them were done by sailors and traveling around. Here we are at Dixon Hall again. I just love that painting in the back center. It's just wonderful. It just really spoke to me. Vibrant colors. Let's check out some more scenes of the show before we dive back into some close-ups at booths or items I really like. Most of this video was taken during the preview party or the next day, but you can see a really good crowd both days and a lot of cool stuff. It's laid out really interestingly too. It's a neat show. Somerville Manning Gallery had this Jamie Wyeth study. On the price tag you can see the finished product and another painting, but they were selling the study. Really neat to have this sort of behind the scenes look at what became a finished piece. Chalfant had this wonderful dog painting. Just looks like he could walk up and pet the thing. Of course, no antique show is complete without a highboy. Chalfant had this highboy, and it's actually a Philadelphia made piece, late 1700s. Right around 1770. Here in this booth, we have a bunch of Mary Cassets. Look at that. They got the book. You gotta love an antique show where you can go see the book and actual pieces of work, which is really cool. And here's one of my favorite pieces in the show. It's this pie safe. This pie safe from Old Hope Antiques, and just this wonderful paint. Similarly to the blanket chest from earlier in the video, you can see where this just has a neat modern aesthetic to it. Of course, pie safes are kind of a really popular form right now, but it's hard to believe this thing was painted when it was painted, but it really was. It's just got a wonderful look to it. Avery Galleries. Whoa. Liveron also had this early chair, late 1600s, originating in Connecticut. It's just a wonderful example of one. And he actually let people sit in it. A lot of really nice early folk art examples, including these three. Great show for a mixture of art, antiques, and design. Here is a scene from one of the many booth talks. Different dealers would give talks in their booth, and you could go learn either something that they're selling or about an artist or something like that. Just a really neat way to learn about antiques and art. Here, this giant baseball bat sold. I love that. That'd be really cool hanging in my house. Carousel horse, but this carousel horse was neat because it had a wonderful surface to it. Can't beat that. dry, old, crusty surface. A lot of cool paintings at this show. Just so much great art, jewelry, design. You got rugs. You got a little bit of everything. It's a real nice mixture of modern aesthetic with antiques and design and art. This is one of my favorite paintings in the whole entire show. Would love to have this hanging on the wall. Back to my friend Kelly Kinsel's booth. I just love this face jug. It's a Charles Decker from Tennessee. Really, really nice piece. Great, not only great form, but the fact that it's southern and just top of the line example of a southern face jug. Back in Old Hope's booth for another one of my favorite things. I love beavers. Beavers have been my favorite animal since I was like 5 or 6. For some weird reason, I just always fascinated by beavers. You just can't get the scale. This was 44 inches long. Super cool thing. So if anyone, I don't know if he still has it, but if anyone's looking for an early birthday gift for me, they should go buy this from Old Hope and send it to me. And so that's my video of the 2024 Philadelphia show. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Peace.